Okay, so this is LEM activation part 2, and we are in the lunar module on LGC clock sync and time of FM update, or TEPHEM. Time of ephemeral or something like that. It's basically the time of certain star positions in the sky. It's used for navigation purposes. So on the LGC, verb 37, enter 00, enter. And now we will do verb 25, noun 36, enter. Now at this point we are going to load the CSM time. So we'll go back to the CSM. This is verb 06, noun 65, enter. And now we're just going to copy this down. So 97, 03, 173. Switching back to our LEM. Now we'll key this into the computer. 97. It was 03. And 173. We'll just make sure that that is all correct there. Looks good. Now we key verb 06, noun 65, enter. And now we're going to switch to the CM. Make sure that this display is up. Switch back to the LEM, so 0665 is up here. Back to the LEM. Now we're going to open our Project Apollo MFD. If you're on some subview, just press the BCK key in the top left corner, and you're going to enter the LGC option, and then hit ENT, enter. Now at this point, it's good to pause because you're going to have to do some math. Going back to the CSM, write down the time that's displayed here. So the time is 97 hours, and it looks like 04 minutes, and 22.71 seconds. Switch back to the lunar module, and write down this time, which is 97 hours, 03 minutes, and 55.93 seconds. Now at this point, you need to calculate the difference in time. So for here, to get to that 4 minutes mark, we need to add 5.07 seconds. So we'll do 5.07 seconds, and that gets us to 4 minutes. And then we need to add the time of the seconds counter into the CSM, which was at 22.71 seconds, plus 22.71 seconds. And we can see that we need a difference of time of 27 seconds and 70.78 seconds. So that's our difference in time. Key verb 55, and you can load that in. So our difference in time was 0 hours, 0 minutes, but it was 27.78 seconds difference. All pluses here because we're going to increase the time by that much. Enter. Now we can do our verb 06, noun 65, enter. Hit enter on the Project Apollo MFD. Take a look. Is our mission timer synced up? And it looks really good, minus a couple milliseconds. We'll come back to the CSM and we'll take a look. It should say 9704, 5705. 9704. It looks like we were off by just 1 second. So we will come back to the lem and we will key in verb 55, again, +0, +0, and now we need to decrement by 1 second exactly. Verb 06, noun 65, hit enter on Project Apollo MFD, verify with the mission timer, we're synced up, 97, 05, 17, 26, switching back to the command module, 97, 05, 17, 26. So that's how you sync those clocks up. We need to go back to the back to the command module one more time in this and get our time of I always struggle to pronounce this word. Someone has a phonetic in here. Time of ephemeris. Yes, time of ephemeris. That's essentially computer time of liftoff. It's used to calculate the position of the celestial objects for navigation purposes because the stars do drift ever so slightly as the universe expands. So we'll key verb 05, noun 01 in the CSM, enter. 1706, enter. Now we're going to copy this down. So our TEPHEM, this is 00000 20017 and 20505. Now we can switch back to the lunar module. Yep, TEPHEM. Time of Ephemeris. Key in verb 25, noun 01, enter. 1706, enter. And now we just load in what was the same thing in the CSM. So all zeros, 20017 and 20505. Enter. Now we verify verb 05, noun 01, enter. 1706, enter. And it is looking good. Now we can do our emem dump, verb 74, enter. And at that point, we are sort of well above the schedule, it looks like. At 97:30, we've got our docked IMU course aligned. So we'll go back to the LEM, and we'll go back to the CSM, and we'll sort of make sure that everything here is set up for that IMU align. So it looks like to us that all of that is good. There's nothing on the checklist in the CSM we missed, no getting into attitudes and stuff we missed, and that's mainly what we're checking for here. So at this point, we are roughly 20 minutes ahead of schedule. So we'll take any questions at all. If not, I think that I'm going to again stop the recording because that clock sync and that TEPHEM thing is quite a complicated procedure. So I think I'm going to have that as a standalone video in on itself. And then I might actually go and grab a bite for dinner because I tell you, I am right hungry right about now. I'm also quite thirsty from talking so much. So stop the recording then. And this will be part 3, the clock sync and TEPHEM.